YouTube, what the crap is going on? HeirofCarthage back with the Carthage campaign, as I always say at the beginning of all my videos. At least these Carthage campaign videos. Probably wouldn't say that on another one. But as you all know, the last one ended with a little bit of an anticlimactic game crash. So this is going to be before the turn ended, prior to the crash. So I can't remember exactly where we were at. I think I was, yeah, so this is the turn before, which I think I had let this army settle in. I can't remember if I tried to beat these guys back or not. I can't remember what all I did, but I'm going to actually just let those goons stay there because I don't think they're going to accomplish anything. We'd killed off the Romans there. Let's see, I've got an army to defend here. Yeah. Well, at least this will be fair because I don't remember what all I did. Okay, so let's go ahead and end this turn. See if it'll take us back to approximately where we were. The AI could make different decisions. Romans running a pointless attack on Brundisium, that seems familiar. Maybe it wasn't, but that's going to be the end of those goons. Which is good. There's still a Roman fleet back here, though, if you all can see them. So that won't exactly extinct the Roman faction just yet. The sooner I can get them off the map, the better, though. Sometimes they'll go resort to acts of desperation, though, when you have them on the brink of extinction. In any case, hey, while this turn's ending, and we see what happens here, I've been doing some testing in patch 7. Nothing extensive yet. Prussian Prince and Zaript have both done a little bit of testing, though, that's very interesting. Looks like someone poisoned the wells at Areminum. Okay. So yeah, I've been doing just a little bit of testing. Ace Blazer's probably going to talk about it here. We'll see. But maybe he'll talk about it. I was wondering if you know how to use the group attack. He's asking about the group attack feature. Actually, I don't know how to use it, but I can't really write back to him right now because I'm in the middle of this, but hopefully he'll tell me, and maybe I can tell you all about it, because it sounds interesting. Group attack. Maybe that'll help people with no micro like me, if it works properly. So let's see. In any case, like I said, we've been doing some testing in patch 7, and there's some things in patch 7 that I'm real happy about. Archers have gotten a lot better, at least some of them. Slingers are a little more well-balanced towards archers right now. Let's see, javelins have gotten a great increase in damage and a little bit of armor piercing. Same thing with archers. So they're also effective. A lot of elite foot archers now have heavy shot. So I think skirmishing in general will be a lot more effective. However, one of the big changes that came with this patch is the formation attack, which I mentioned previously. Let's see if we can get rid of this guy, by the way. Actually, this spy is not any good. Let's see, this is my spy that's any good. Let's see if we can coerce this agent. Enemy agent hindered. Well, it's a start. In any case, like I said, where was I at? Okay, so formation attack was the big thing that was getting changed. Everybody wanted to see formation attack get fixed, because basically units with formation attack would do very poorly against units without it in general. And I think everybody was hoping to see a good fix to that. But what happened is CA added a button, which I've showed you on here, where you can just turn formation attack off. And it seems like, oh, well, maybe that's an easy way to take care of it. Well, the problem is, you take it off, the Roman units aren't balanced with it off. And what I mean by that is Roman units have a ridiculously high melee attack and a really high weapon damage as well. So when you take formation attack off, those guys are beast. You can take, for instance, a unit of 600 talent Principes or Legionnaires, and they will lay waste to an 860 talent Carthaginian Sacred Band in or out of hoplite formation. That's nuts. That's stupid. So it's like, why would you make a unit that costs less and does more? And people might say, well, hoplites weren't really meant as a frontline unit. Well, I mean, what's the point? Why am I paying more? And you might say, oh, well, it's better against Cav. It's really not better against Cav, because the only way it's better versus Cav is if you put it in hoplite formation, but no one in their right mind is going to charge a hoplite in hoplite formation. So, in my opinion, they need to do some work on it. I love what CA is doing as far as trying to change the missile mechanics. Great move. But and the patch isn't out yet. It's still in beta. So I'm saying this in hopes that someone will hear it and hopefully make some relevant changes. I'm not saying it is like just an angry, critical, whatever. You know, I'm trying to be helpful. So if they will do a little more adjustments on the units in that sense, like, and this is just one idea. I'm not saying it has to be. I'm thinking Roman infantry needs either one, it needs its defense nerfed, or it needs its armor nerfed, or a combination of the two, or you could nerf its attack, because my problem with Roman infantry is it offers everything a hoplite unit does as far as defense and armor and shield strength, and it has attack. So it gets like the best of all worlds. And some people might say, well, Roman infantry was that way. Well, that's fine. If you want to leave Roman infantry that way, at least cut back on their cavalry and their skirmishers. Make them good at heavy infantry, but weak elsewhere. So you take a faction like Carthage, they're outmatched on every front by Rome. Every front. So it's like they don't have better skirmishers, they don't have better cav, they don't have better infantry. And people might say, well, Carthage has war elephants. They do, but come on. War elephants versus mercenary elephants, it's not going to buy you a whole lot of advantage because Rome already has access to the elephants. Anyway, that's all I'm going to talk about that. Let's get back to the campaign. I just wanted to throw that out there for you all real quick so that you could be involved in that discussion. Keep an eye out for what's coming up. And again, I'm throwing that discussion out there because I'm hoping that someone at CA may be listening and keep pushing things in the right direction. Again, thank you very much for a lot of these changes. They've made optimization changes that have helped a lot. Game runs a lot better on Extreme. The campaign has just gotten better and better as it goes along, so I'm definitely thankful for those things and appreciate their hard work, but hopefully they keep going on the multiplayer balancing. A lot of us fans here just really can't wait to see that get better. Okay, there is a couple of little Roman fleets here. I do remember chasing these guys around. Let's go ahead and sink these goons. This is what I was going to show you. I was going to go into the battle and show you my ships, so I remember that's that. So this may look familiar. We'll just get rid of these little Roman fleets real quick. That one stood their ground. Let's see if we can get rid of this one. We'll just auto-resolve that as well since the AI has no chance. Almost sank one of my fire pod ships. Alright, so that one's increased in strength, and that leaves only one meager Roman fleet over here. Are they within range of my city? Not quite. They're almost within striking range, but not quite. Alright, so what was I going to do? Okay, yeah, we need to upgrade these guys. There we go. So we can upgrade the general. Let's see what he's got. Minus 20 to sanitation buildings, plus morale. I thought Rome was about to crash again, but it was just my antivirus program giving me grief. Well, this one gives me plus morale and minus 8 unit recruitment cost, so that's cool. We'll go with that for now. Okay, well, we need to continue to push Sparta out of my lands on the next turn. So we've done what we can do there. I wonder if there's any buildings that we can construct in the time being. We can, so let's focus on some economic buildings. I can build a grain market, the amphitheater, or a library. So the library and the amphitheater add 50 wealth from culture. This other one adds 100 wealth from commerce, 10% wealth from agriculture, and 5 from industry. So that's pretty helpful. Let's build one of those. And then I'll have to upgrade that other one later. And maybe we'll start focusing a little more on some of these buildings, these grain market type buildings, and see if we can kick up our economy. We have them all over the place, and probably need to start using that opportunity. Let's see, what all do I have? Just trying to remember where all my armies are at. I have an army over in Spain that's not needed here right now either, and I'm very tempted to pull this one back elsewhere. I don't really want to start any conquest against these tribes up here, because I just don't need to mess with it. And I'm feeling pretty safe about pulling out of here as well. So yeah, let's just pull this army. I don't think I have any major enemies over here that could threaten this fleet. Especially since the Gaetuli have been somewhat subdued. We'll start sailing this army over to help out as well. Alright, so I think that's about all we need to do for this turn. Let's end the turn, and then each turn I'll try and make, of course, military situation allowing, I'll try and make some economic building improvements. So I pretty much, and some of you have pointed out in the comments like, what are you doing with your buildings? And you mean it in goodwill, by the way. I'm not like sitting here like trying to say like, you jerks, like shut up. No, I like your comments. So, and you were right. I've bungled my economy on this campaign, but again, this was my first campaign, so you know it wasn't really all that great. Holy crap, there are fleets everywhere. Like everywhere. That is a mess of fleets. So as soon as mine finishes refitting, we definitely need to get over there. We got some Subversion rallying the slaves in Ariminum, which is annoying. We need to get rid of that agent, so I might have to send one of my spies up there to see if they can get rid of that agent. Knossos has fleets all over up here, which is also strange. My income just popped up a little as well. Really need to get rid of this Syracusan veteran or whatever they call him here, manipulation. Let's see if we can coerce him again. Really? My spy got wounded? Give me a break. This assassination, I have a better chance at coercion. Both my spies got wounded. Brilliant. Let's see, I got my own champion here. Want these guys gone. Getting sick of this crap. How about slaughter? Enemy wounded. Well, it's better than nothing. I'll take it. Alright, so let's, whoa, look at the Insubres here. I'm not at war with them, but by gosh, they have a big old fleet hanging around down here, so I better make sure not to tick those guys off. The Spartans left this settlement completely undefended, and on the last episode I didn't get you a whole lot of battle action, so I'll go ahead and fight this so y'all can get some battle action. It's not going to be very tough, as I horrifically outmatched the Spartans here. But, oh well, like I said, I just want to make sure you get some footage. Some of you all didn't like my Bane of Rome name. You thought it maybe didn't really fit my normal goofy antics. So, I don't know, maybe I can think of something a little bit better. But, I'll see if I can get some army names going to start deployment. I'm trying to think where the Spartans will mainly be so that I can just hammer them with my ballista. We'll try coming from this direction. I'll put my hoplites in the center. Libyan infantry on the flanks. Just put my pikes back here for some extra support.
Loyal sons of Carthage.
Yeah, so look, the Peltas now have huge attack, 39, but I've upgraded, or these guys have an extra chevron there. They must have higher attack due to one of the things my general adds, which is pretty cool. I gotta have this one Libyan hoplite as well. We'll put both these units back here. What? Come on. Alright, there we go. Alright, so let's get the battle started. Take these guys off fire at will real quick. Start battle. And let's go ahead and move forward to where I can get a little closer. That's pretty funny. My general was just quoting something in Latin, I think, so that the Romans would say it, and he said something I didn't recognize. Well, the first thing that I need to do is take all of my guys out of formation attack, because it's utterly pointless. At least for now. But as long as they offer you the option, you want to take your guys out of it. I mean, unless you just want it to look pretty for a video or something, because it's definitely not going to do your men any favors. Still don't see any Spartan defenders at the moment. Maybe we just need to move up closer to the city with my infantry in order to spot something. Move up my ballista too. Huh, I figured we would at least see the Spartans on the outside of town. Perhaps not. Okay, I finally see some Spartans up here. So apparently it was just a line of sight deal, so we got some Spartan youths, some Pericloi hoplites, 2 Spartan youths actually, there they are. They've got some pretty rad beards considering they're Spartan youth. So these guys must have gotten some beard training early on. I don't know how you get trained to grow a beard, but they did. Alright. Well, let's see if their beards offer any extra protection from explosive shot. My guess is no, but you know, we'll give it the benefit of the doubt and see what happens here. Nope. It didn't help these helot slingers because 16 of them died. It's funny because all my fire pots overshot and just hit the slingers. Yeah, it didn't really help the Spartan youths either. So explosive shot is pretty effective, especially against lower hit point, lower armor units. But a unit with plenty of armor actually is somewhat resistant to the explosive rounds because not all of them land on target. Let's target this unit in the center, actually. Yeah, but you can see when you do get a hit, it's pretty devastating. I wonder if there's some technology I can research to increase the ammo on my siege equipment, because that would be cool. I'll have to look into that. Oh, that was a brutal hit. The slingers are getting a lot of the overshots too, and it's killing mostly slingers. Another great hit right there on the Spartan youths. Spartan youths. Let's see if I can hit these Paracoy hoplites real quick. Wow. Those guys just got devastated. Yeah, I've targeted the Paracoy hoplites. They're behind a building just a little bit. Ooh, still got a good hit there on those Paracoy hoplites. Took out a good number of them. Let's see if we can soften up this Spartan youth real quick. I'm just basically going to try and soften up the units a little bit. Not really worried about them, and I can just attack them right now. In fact, I'll go ahead and start moving my men into position to do just that. My hoplites are going to be superior to theirs, and then my swords will be very superior. In fact, I'm going to take my hoplites over here, and I'm going to bring my Libyan infantry through this entry, so I can cut down their infantry force here a little easier with my Libyan infantry. I'm going to switch over to regular shot and target some of these slingers. See if I can take a few of them out while my men are approaching. The slingers are more effective in patch 7 beta, so you don't really want to leave your guys within range of slingers for too terribly long. That's why I'm going to go ahead and target the slingers with my ballista. Just see if I can kill a few of them. It won't be enough to kill all of them. They haven't gotten any kills on me yet, but they may very well. Let's see if
one of our units has used all its ammunition.
my ballista have used up their ammunition. Yeah, check out, I got all those guys. That was good. It looks like I have maybe one more volley left with the other ballistas. And there it comes. One stone there. Nah, it was a hit.
Ready to march.
Okay, so the Spartans are going to engage me here. Got my hoplites heading towards city center. There's really not a whole lot more resistance for the Spartans left. And again, with that formation attack off, you can see you guys kind of get into a bigger kind of just all-out brawl. Not near as much order to it. But, I mean, since there's no point to formation attack other than it looking good, I mean, one can understand why I'm not exactly quick to use it. Okay, we'll charge these. Charge those slingers. Get them out of there. And my Libyan infantry needs to move forward. Yeah, you see they've all lost their formation. They're just kind of attacking one by one. So it's definitely not as pretty looking, but it's more effective in the sense that you guys break up and all engage rather than some of them standing around on the flanks waiting for their turn to engage, if that makes sense. I will try and demonstrate it somewhat. Hoplites, of course, making short work of these slingers over here. These poor guys didn't have a chance. And that's going to be the end of that. For being Spartans, I was not real impressed with their effort, but of course it's not one of the regular armies, just one of their garrisons, so couldn't really expect a whole lot different, especially considering it's basically just like Spartan youths and Paracoy hoplites. Nothing to be worried about there. I'm sure they won't be the last Spartans to die at my hands. Some of you are getting sick of me killing all of my captives. I probably should stop sometimes, but, you know, what the heck, I'm on a roll. Let's see, so something got consecrated ground, got sabotaged, because Cynthia's got a Spartan temple here. Yeah, you know what, though? Yeah, we'll go ahead and build the temple, and we'll just build one that helps boost commerce and stuff.
I live to serve the mighty Carthage.
So look, this Macedonian navy just completely bypassed me. Let's see, what do I got in this fleet here? Is that a fleet or is that a transport? No, it's an enemy fleet. Yeah, that Macedonian fleet bypassed me, and I really don't like that. Because they could be, well, it's just a fleet, though. They could be trying to make a run over here. If the fleet shouldn't threaten me too badly. Roman fleet is so near, but I can't do anything to him because I don't have any units there. We need to convert these buildings and build some stuff in Neopolis, but I don't have any money to do so on this particular turn. So we'll see what we can do. In fact, that's about all I can do on this turn. Spartan troops. I need to get my fleet over here. But I have this ship that's damaged, but I mean, it just kind of makes me wonder. I mean, it's just a firepot ship, and I got all these ballista ships. I mean, it could end up being important, but maybe not. I'm gonna kind of block this area up here so that at least my enemies have to go all the way around Sicily if they want to get through, or come through me, one of the two. Because like now I've got this these transports behind me, and that's not any good.
Ready for orders.
Let's take a look at my diplomacy real quick. And as I've said, pretty much everybody hates me unless they're my client state, and even my client state's not too thrilled with me. Past war with Nasamonides, cultural aversion, military action against Nasamonides. Hopefully that stuff's diminishing over time. Get over it, Nasamonides. Come on, it was in the past. Insubres hate me. Knossos generally dislikes me, but not entirely.
I am here to listen if you speak honestly. Truth will
See,
be...
no one wants to take any of my diplomatic requests because everybody hates me and everybody's at war with me. And so it's frustrating because, and that's all caused by the fact that I'm going to have to get my navy over here to have any chance because, you know what, I don't really care about that particular gap at the moment. I'm going to have to get my navy over here to clean this up so I can get transports across. Otherwise, I'm not going to have any way to take transports across. And it makes me wonder if Knossos is at war with the Insubres. That might explain why they're over here. Yep. Oh, good. I think Knossos dislikes me slightly less than the Insubres, so that could end up being a good thing for me. Okay. I have no idea what's going to happen. I do have this extra army, which I can try and bring over into this vicinity as well. Definitely don't want that Macedonian fleet to get a hold of it. Alright, let's end this turn as well. I have an unassigned skill, so let's take care of that real quick. Wow, this guy has got some serious skills. I don't know if that's full rank or not, but he's got to be getting close. So let's see, +5 evading, +1 authority, +1 cunning. Ooh, +10 to critical success. That can't hurt. Makes this guy really good at slaughter. He's as good as he can get at slaughter. That gives him additional campaign movement range. Show of force. So like right now he's a lot better at slaughter. Patrol inflicted. I think I'll give him increased campaign movement range just in case I plop him back into an army, which I do want to do. That'll help that army move further. Okay. Only a few turns until I finish that research I was doing too, which should also help my economy. The Romans are going to attack me at Neopolis, and it didn't give me any more garrison than that because I haven't completed any other buildings, so the Romans are going to temporarily retake Neopolis because there's no way that my two peasants can stop them. So I'm going to have to quickly run back from Cosentia to take out Neopolis, which is frustrating, but that is the last Roman troops around, but I can't reach it in one turn from Neopolis, so that's going to be frustrating. But hopefully the Romans will stay there long enough for me to take them out so they can't do something like that again. And then hopefully I can keep upping my money so that I don't get in a situation where I don't have enough money to build those buildings that give me the garrison units I need to prevent that from happening. It's going to cancel my bread and games edict there as well, which is not real helpful. BCM, I got enemy agents all over me still. And I'm going to have to waste a bunch of my money countering rumors. Thank you very much. Perfect timing. How do the Romans even have an agent around? I'm going to have to waste money getting rid of this agent, which is frustrating. Okay, at least we got rid of that agent. See, Sparta and Athens have troops here that I'm reluctant. I can't exactly just... You know what, though? If these guys attack Ariminum, bring it. I can totally handle that, and then I'll take out Rome on the next turn. Yeah, I can fight off this crap filth here from the Illyrians. So, no concern on my part there. Alright, and we will retake that. These troops here... Subres and Knossos have all kinds of stuff over here. Not sure where the Macedonians got off to. It looks like they're heading for Eulalia. So... I have this navy here. Let's see if we know anything about their navy. No. If I can go ahead and recruit some ballista ship here, which I kind of hate to do because it's going to cost all my money. But if I can get some ballista ships here, I can easily go take out that Macedonian navy. I have another army headed to this area to assist. And I'll bring them overland at this point, just to make sure that they don't get taken out. And look, there's a Syracusan fleet back here as well. So yeah, I'm definitely going to have to get my fleets active. I'll keep this one back in this vicinity, and then I'll take this one over into this vicinity, and see if I can pave a way to invade Apollonia. If I can get my troops into Apollonia, that should help focus all the AI attacks there to some degree. So, let's see. This army isn't exactly necessary to be here at the moment either, and needs to be getting ready to stage across to Greece as well. So I'll just bring it up further into this province. Okay. Alright, so let's go ahead and end this, or we can issue an edict. Let's issue a tax edict in Carthago and see if that helps out. Maybe not real great, because I could have made my buildings better there, but let's see. At least gives me something. I guess I could have looked to see which province was bringing in the most money and then issued the tax edict there. I'm going to get ambushed by Athens. They came ashore, and since this army was in the forced march, they get to ambush me, which means my guys are going to start in column formation. Considering I have pikes, though, I feel pretty confident that I'm going to be able to reposition and save my elephants and ballistas. But you can see that when I actually like the ambush fight here, and that's the risk of using that force march, by the way. Some of you get onto me for not using it. This is the risk of using it. In this case, though, I feel very confident in my ability to fight back Athens. Check out the weather they've chosen.
Do not panic. Form up and face the enemy. Move.
Is there some reason I am in cinematic mode? Okay, maybe that's just supposed to be for effect. There's a bunch of Tarentine cav coming at me from this way, so I'm going to immediately get all my pikes into pike formation. And then, I got my cav.
Our general
Bring
is
my
under
ballista
attack.
up this way. Okay, so they're going straight for my ballistas. Let's see, looks like I can intercept that cav unit, but they are going to get a hold of one of my ballista momentarily. Bring my war elephants back. Bring some swords up here too. Okay, well, we'll be able to stop the cav. Turn my pikes into that cav. Okay, got all my pikemen turning to... They should be turning to face the incoming enemy. But they are not. There they go. I think they may have gotten pikes down. These guys got attacked in the back. AI is going to get the better of me there. Alright, my general is getting rid of all these skirmishers over here. My cav ran off theirs. Let's give them up a list to make sure they're not on fire at will. Okay, let's get my Carthaginian cav over here. Let's see if we can take out those Haeus Lancers.
The enemy general is dead.
Okay, my general just killed the enemy general.
Loyal sons of Carthage! Pike infantry ready! At the ready!
Okay, we got all our pike infantry. Okay, sorry folks, I couldn't get you a lot of good views or anything. We definitely took some damage, and one of my pike units is at risk of being killed. But looks like it is getting killed by a hoplite unit.
This is a shameful display.
I'll just run a hammer and anvil assault here. Most of my pikes probably didn't get facing the right direction, unfortunately. And pikes are still a little glitchy. They still haven't quite been entirely addressed. They're better, but I wouldn't say good yet. As you can see, my pikes should be beating these units easily head-on, but they're not. Like, these hoplites are just destroying my pikes, and it's because my pikes aren't getting into formation, and they're not turning when they should be turning to get into formation, so that's frustrating. I'm going to actually lose some pike units here. But this cavalry strike from behind ought to demoralize the Athenians.
The battle is turning in our favor.
Yeah, I'm losing some pike units. Pike units ought to dominate. Maybe it's because they're not in formation attack. I wonder if that makes it worth... Don't know. I mean, these guys are holding their pike formation okay. This unit didn't, and they look to be the one that's getting beat up the most.
Our men flee the field of battle.
Let's run another rear attack on these two units. They weren't braced for it, so it ought to be fairly damaging, but those units are also going to get bonuses versus cav since they're spear units.
Back! Withdraw!
Okay, used my general to kind of finish the Athenian troops. So the cav charge with my elephants coming and everything ended up finishing him. So somewhat costly, but more so for the Athenians, thank goodness. I didn't lose any of my units. They can retrain. Some of my pikes actually did get a lot of kills. Wow, that one got 348. That's crazy. Maybe they were doing better than I thought. But I mean, look, some of those hoplites got good kills too. Unfortunately, the Athenian army is going to get away, but we might be able to finish them on the next turn with my army that's in Cosentia. Looks like that Roman fleet left Neopolis and is now sailing around elsewhere, which is a pain, but we can quickly retake Neopolis and put an end to that. Let's see, so Carthago Nova's taking out a Gaiatuli fleet. We're just reinforcing, so I'll just auto-resolve that. Nothing to see there. Put them down. Alright. See what we can do here. So my agent's recovered. And there's plenty more enemy agents around to be dealt with. You see 2 out to sea, 2 on land here. I mean, I'm going to be taking care of enemy agents just absolutely non-stop. The computer does always make use of its agents. Always. So the Romans are going to be easily destroyed here. Not worth fighting on the battlefield. We'll just auto-resolve them out. And once again, the Romans are without a province. But the bad thing is I'm going to have to use my money correcting what the Romans have done to my province. Well, actually not a whole lot because, yeah, good. They haven't done a whole lot. And this new area will just build a farm. That's about all I can do for now. Okay, so Neopolis is taken care of. This army can continue to march. Good. We've got a lot of armies coming this way. These guys can just come a little further over here.
Travel many miles for Carthage.
And then This army in Cassentia can take these Athenian reinforcements out.
At once!
They're going to run. I'm going to chase them down. I don't want these guys getting behind my lines. Unfortunately, the Spartans didn't get drawn into this because I'd like to take them out too. But at least we can get rid of these Athenian troops. Alright, there we go.
At your command. I will now on the patrols.
And Cassentia is damaged from some agent action apparently. Can I not repair? Hurting ground. Whatever. Consecrated ground. Let's see if I can get rid of it. Alright, so I've got my fleet over here. Let's see what we're up against. Enemy transports, enemy fleet. Oh look, so here's a enemy fleet. It's mostly just skirmishers. So let's see if we can take out this Syracusan fleet. Trying to figure out where all these other guys that were trying to get behind me are headed. I've now got this fleet that has some ballista ships. Let's click an attack order on this Macedonian fleet and see if we can catch them. I'd really like to get a hold of them. And then let's use this fleet here to try and sink this Syracusan fleet, and that'll probably be it for this episode. It says we have a great chance, and I would probably be better off to auto-resolve this, but really do want to show you guys the ballista ships, so let's hope we don't get like a crash. Okay, good. Looks like we're going to make it. And I just got another achievement, Praetor. No idea what that I got. The last one I got was for surviving an ambush fight, I think, which turned out to not be quite as decisive as I hoped it would be. But still, we defeated the Athenians, so I won't complain. I'll wait for better weather so we can see. So here we go, nice dry weather. What I'm going to do, the AI usually just rushes in naval battles. So I'm going to put some skirmishing ships up front, and then I'll put a couple of assault ships behind, and I'm going to keep my general in the back to try and keep him safe. And then my ballista ships kind of be the second line here where they can fire at enemy ships as they come on. I'm going to leave them on fire at will to start with. So let's go ahead and start the battle. It might be better for me to quick attack orders actually with them.
They think themselves better than us, better than all the world.
Let's move these guys out of the way just a little bit.
Presumption with blood.
I am going to take them out of fire at will, and the very first thing I'm going to do is sink the enemy assault Hexeras that has Thorax Swordsman on it, because that's a dangerous ship. So as soon as it comes into range, which it now is, I'm going to open up with all my ballista ships on it. It'll take my ballista ships just a moment to open fire, but they should sink that assault ship in one shot. Really wish they wouldn't sail forward. They were plenty close enough. Yep. Got one ballista shot off. Where's the others? Please go ahead and fire. Please go ahead and fire. I should have auto-resolved this, I can already tell.
Orders!
Okay, we should at least sink the enemy general.
Battle ready.
I'm gonna engage over here.
Ships ready to attack.
Goodbye, fighters, and ready! Support
Bring
ships
my
at your
general over
command!
here.
Artillery!
Alright, good. We took out the enemy general. We sunk his ship. I'm gonna try and sink some more of these enemy ships. I've quick attack orders for my javelin ships and ram orders for my assault ships. We're doing okay. Actually, the AI is ramming me right here, so I need to keep moving. But I did quick an attack order with my
Battle is
ballista
turning in our
ships.
favor.
Ooh, they got a few good rams on. Yep, they ruined my ship. Good grief. That's why I should auto-res. Fire, you dimwits! What are you waiting on? See, the AI will just continually keep ramming.
Reporting.
It's hard to control those ships on your own, though. But we'll get away with relatively few losses. Yeah, my ballista ship took them out. Okay, one enemy ship remaining, which is this raiding ship here that got caught waiting on its own enemy general to sink. So I'll just return fire on it with the ballista ship, give you a close-up again here. I'm going to go ahead and continue just to see if... I want this ship to go to the bottom so that it doesn't escape. Good. Alright, now we can end the battle. So yeah, nothing real exciting there. Didn't control my ships the best. Lost a... I don't know if I lost any of my ships or not. I think I lost one of them because I saw it sink. Surely I don't get it back once it sinks. Could have lost more than one too, I'm not sure. Wasn't the most well fought on my part. Yeah, so I just lost a pursuit ship. Not a huge loss. It can be relatively easily replaced.
Easy into port.
Alright, got my guys into port. Let's see. Missile. Yeah, I can replace it with another ship. That'd be good enough. Alright, so I think we're good for now. We've retaken Cosentia. We've got our fleet in position. We should be able to square off with the Macedonian fleet. Took Neopolis back from the Romans. Still have a few issues up here at Ariminum. And it looks like my guys are about to prove their mettle again, as the RDAI are sending another worthless force to stop me. And we're going to put these guys... We're going to have to send these guys back to Ariminum again.
Forgive me, but we cannot.
So that'll be interesting. And I've got all my armies amassing in Brutium. I'll have 4 armies here. And basically, all I need is to assign one of them to a fleet for protection. And I'm thinking we'll either come here and attack Epidamnos or Apollonia, one of the two. Apollonia might be hard to assault just straight up, but we could put them on a fleet and quickly sail and hit Epidamnos in one turn. And then from there, my army will be ashore and should have a safe haven to start assaulting Greece. So on the next episode, hopefully we'll start to see some of that. There's still a lot of Macedonian transports, Athenian transports, but their numbers are starting to thin out a little, fortunately for us. So hopefully we can use that to our advantage. I'm going to go ahead and, before I forget, click these. And then before we end the turn as well, actually, yeah, before we end the turn, we'll go ahead and upgrade all of these units before I forget on the next turn. Actually, I'll just do it on the next episode. So, HeirofCarthage, signing off for now. Hope you all enjoyed it. I will see you on the next episode soon.